I live in Capel, and it's about 3.5 kilometres from the epicentre of the Surrey swarm, and I felt most of them so far. Haven't been at home for all of them, but definitely felt the big ones really badly. They shook the house really badly, and the one, basically the recent one, the 3 point, what they're saying is 3.1, maybe 3.2, some places saying 3.6, some places saying 3.8, but it was definitely a lot bigger than the July earthquake of 3 that was on the Richter scale. It's definitely a lot bigger than that, and everyone around here has said that they really felt it. And the other thing which adds weight to it is the fact that it was at the middle of the night, so a lot of people who would have been at work when the other ones happened, they were woken up by it, and pretty much everyone in this area was woken up by it. So all my neighbours were, we've all talked about it, and they were pretty scared by it.
But concerned, really. Some of the earthquakes that we've had have been really eye-opener, and you can really feel them, especially the one that we had last night.
It shook the houses really badly, woke us up. That's how, in 3:42 in the morning, that's quite a thing to wake up to. So that was scary. Basically, it felt like the roof was going to come off. It was pretty bad. This is a brick house on clay with foundations, so it might be that this would be worse than other places which maybe aren't so prone to feel the shaking. So definitely feel it. And I was on the first floor for this one in bed, so I was laying down, and my whole bed moved, the whole room moved, the whole house shook. It was scary.
Basically the whole family woke up, even including my son, and about 3:42 in the morning, and it just woke up from this massive rumble, and the whole house was shaking, and you could hear rattling and everything, so it was very concerning too.
Well, I can tell you my cats reacted to it badly. Even the smaller tremors, they react to it. And they just, even the smaller tremors, like the 1.9 last week, the bed shook and the cat just flew out the house. I didn't realise what it was until later, because it was just a tremor. But also on this big one, latest one, the farmer just up the road, he did say that his cows got spooked out by it. And he hasn't felt the other ones, but he did felt this one, and he said a car alarm went off, woke him up at 3:42, but he was woken up by the actual shaking as well, which he hasn't felt before. But he said he noticed the cows were spooked out as well. So they were running around a little bit sort of in shock or scared. And I think when you got a herd, when one goes, the others go, whether they felt it or not, I guess, but obviously something spooked them out. And I've heard a lot of reports from it being felt far and wide, from Hindhead to up to Wimbledon. People have felt it. Some people even woken up as far away as that felt it. So it's definitely more than a 3. And I have been trying to tell the seismologists this, but they don't seem to listen. It's been the worst one so far, basically.
I mean, I'm sure it will definitely affect the property values, because it's out there in the public. It's on BBC News. That we're having these earthquakes. I'm even getting messages from my brother who lives in South Africa to say, "Wow, did you guys feel that?" So.
Wow.
So the message is being spread across the world, really. Yeah.
My gut feeling, and I felt this all the way along, is that we've never had earthquakes in this area. I've lived in this area for nearly 50 years, never known anything, any little tremor, anything. And as far as I know, there's no records of anything in this particular vicinity. There might have been a little swarm in Billingshurst, which I heard was due with quarrying, but that was nothing on the scale that we've got. So you can have one swarm, all right, write that off, but a second swarm, it's something not right, and it's shallow, so you really feel it. It's unprecedented. It's on the fault line to where they're drilling for oil. I'm not an expert, so I can't point my finger at them particularly, but everybody else is around here is saying the oil drilling. So I have let my views be known to the local councillors, who are trying to reassure us but don't seem to be doing anything much to stop it, at least until it's investigated fully and people get to know a lot more about it. It's just beggars belief that actually they're allowed to carry on drilling for oil on a fault line which is connected to an epicentre of the second swarm that's never had a swarm ever recorded, and it's shaking our houses. So there's a lot of people aren't very happy about that.
It is very concerning what's going on, and I think as residents and families of the area, I don't think it's really fair on us for us to be worrying every week when's the next earthquake going to happen, and God forbid, you know, nothing serious happens to anyone with regards to the earthquakes, because if it continues like it does, something's got to happen.